Now, back to more of Behind the Scenes at the Hanover Theatre. And your host, Lisa Condon.
Thank you all for tuning in and listening today. I'm excited to be here with Brian O'Donovan, who is returning with his amazing annual tradition of WGBH presenting A Christmas Celtic Sojourn, of course, hosted by our favorite Brian O'Donovan. Welcome to the program.
Great to be with you again, Lisa. We were just saying that this time of the year seems to come around more frequently these days. It's been an amazing run for us at Hanover Theatre, and I think we've established somewhat of a tradition there, right?
Absolutely, a fabulous tradition, and your programming in general is so interesting to people, and it makes everybody feel so good with the stories and the songs and the dancing that you've grown a lot, too. We were just talking about how the Hanover Theatre has been here for over 10 years. You've been a part of that success, but you have also succeeded. Tell us a little bit about your journey, how the show has changed, and what we can expect this year.
Well, I think we went to the Hanover probably after about 4 or 5 years of honing the show here in the Boston area, and it really came out of a national public radio program that I produced, which brought all of those elements you referenced, spoken word, holidays, holiday music, some Irish traditional music, sentiments of the season, and put it on stage and bringing it to the Hanover Theatre. I remember saying this before, I'm not just saying it now, because the very first time we played at the Hanover and the curtain went up, we looked at an audience that was ready to go. They had Christmas sweaters on. They sang every single song that they knew with gusto. It's just such an amazing crowd you have out there. And if you remember, Lisa, in the early days, 10 years ago, we used to cover up the set of A Christmas Carol, and then we decided 2 years into it, we said, why the heck are we doing that? This beautiful $1 million set. Why don't we just open it up and play on the set of the Christmas Carol there? And that's what we've done since, and that really has contributed to making it a special night, has it not?
Absolutely, and I'm so glad that we decided to do that, because the set itself is so quaint and it's full of such great holiday spirit. I mean, it's A Christmas Carol set. Now, there is a little bit of discrepancy because it takes place in London, and we're brought back to our Celtic roots with your show. However, it's still across the ocean, and it's still that beautiful Christmas feel with the cobblestone streets and the wreaths on the windows. It's just really festive.
And little bits of snow on the roofs. We just love it, and we use the lights as well. I think the way we imagine it, what we channel here is the teeming immigrant population from the Celtic countries, from Wales, Scotland, and Ireland, who were in London in the late 1800s and early 1900s. So it channels perfectly well for us to express our Christmas spirit.
It sure does. And this show is special, too, because as you know, we are very proud of the mighty Wurlitzer pipe organ, and it is one of our distinguishing features, and your show gives us the opportunity to let people hear it before your show even begins, and that is a nice preamble and introduction. It gets everybody into the spirit. What are some of the highlights we can look forward to again this year, or what are some of the new elements that we can look forward to?
Well, if I can go back to that organ,
sure.
That's another thing that we didn't have in the early days. And when Troy Siebels there, your general manager, came and said to us, would you mind if we did that? We said, oh, of course not. Let's go for it. And the first time that came up out of the ground with the amazing power of that instrument, we were just absolutely blown away. So I look forward to that every year. And in fact, I tell our new artists that are with us, new members of the cast, I say, look, set aside time right before, go out and take a look at this thing. You will not see the likes of it anywhere else in the world, and they're always amazed. So that starts us off, and then this year we're looking to bring to the stage really some new talent, new and dynamic talent, as we do each and every year. This year we have the winner of the BBC Young Traditional Musician of the Year Award in Britain. Her name is Hannah Rarity. Would be pronounced Rarity sometimes in Ireland or here, but she pronounces it Rarity, and she is from Edinburgh in Scotland. She is all of 26 years old, and she is, in my opinion, one of the finest singers ever to emerge from Scotland. She is with us. We have a string quartet coming from Canada, called Fretless. We have a wonderful concertina player. That is a traditional instrument in Ireland that is not as oft times heard on stages here in the U.S., but one of its best proponents, Brenda Castles from County Meath, is coming to us with the concertina. And of course we've got the returning harpist Maeve Gilchrist, Seamus Egan from the group Solace, Natalie Haas, the great cellist, and a whole range of characters who have become our house band, and they will be joined by the group Windborne for the second year, that vocal harmony group who were such a hit last year. They are supplemented, of course, by dancers from Maryland and Kevin Doyle from Providence. And, of course, what would Christmas be without the wonderful young, charming children from the Harney Academy of Irish Dance in Walpole, Mass. So that all comes together. It's a lot in the cast. I'm probably even omitting some. But we love bringing that range and that variety to the stage at the Hanover Theatre.
Well, it's truly incredible because there is such a variety, and every single performer is world class. And sometimes people get jaded when they hear world class, but literally, like you said, many of your performers are the best of many different international countries, which is incredible. I also want to make sure that we mention the date of your show, Brian. Brian is coming with that whole cast that he was describing to you and more, Tuesday, December 18th. The curtain comes up at 7:30. And this show is a really great experience. It's about 2.5 hours long, and we do like to say that it's appropriate for most all ages, which is really a nice way to bring the whole family together and feel good about that experience. You know that there's not going to be anything offensive, and instead there's nothing like Irish music to get you in the spirit with the strings and the voices, and it's just amazing.
And we do some sing-alongs as well. We really try to fulfill the Christmas spirit. What we hope to achieve, and we feel very privileged to have the bully pulpit, if you will, of a stage to bring these amazing world-class musicians to you. But also we feel a responsibility, Lisa. You know, in these days when so many shows are kind of like Red Bull, we try to come on like a cup of warm cocoa. Yeah. And that's really what it is to get people to come. And it's almost what people have said to us, and I can say this safely because I'm just a messenger, but it's been a little bit like in the comfort of each other, almost like a church or a community experience of people coming together and sharing what makes us realize that we are still human, especially in a world that seems so divided, so broken these days. How important is the Christmas spirit this year and the Christmas message this year? And we hope to bring that loud and clear again to Worcester and feel privileged really to be welcomed in to do so.
Well, we are looking forward to seeing you and your whole cast on Tuesday, December 18th. Again, this is the Christmas Celtic Sojourn with Brian O'Donovan coming to the Hanover Theatre Tuesday, December 18th. Curtain goes up at 7:30. We do still have some good seats left. Online, go to our website, which is the Hanover Theatre, spelled with an RE.org, and we are looking forward to welcoming you back to Worcester, Brian. Anything else you want to let our audience know before we take a break?
I think I am in very good shape because I know that date is slotted in. We have been out there. We've looked at the set. We've talked with your wonderful crew out there. And congratulations as well to everybody in Worcester. You know, it's getting a lot of attention these days as the up-and-coming place to be, place to live, place to resettle. And there's good reason for that. We've been shouting that for a long time now, and finally people are beginning to wake up and realize that because of places like the Hanover Theatre and other institutions that are growing up around Worcester, that the quality of life in downtown is really second to none and getting better every day. And we like to think that we are just a little part of that at Christmas time.
You are absolutely a big part of that at Christmas time. So thank you for being a great partner with us. And we're looking forward, like I said, to welcome you back to our stage for a Christmas Celtic Sojourn on Tuesday, December 18th. Brian, thank you so much for taking time out of what I know is a busy schedule. You've got a lot of tours. You've got your own programming to do, and we always appreciate your time and your energy.
Looking forward to seeing you soon again, Lisa.
Perfect. Everybody else, stay tuned. We'll be back after this quick break on WCRN AM 830.